So the little Varroa tray is a piece of Correx, what they make estate agent signs of, and it just slips underneath the bottom of the floor, and you leave it there, in this case, for about a week. And we're just going to take it away from the hive and check it. So again, if I make some, just makes a grid in it so I can check it a little bit more easily. So we've got things like chalk brood on here, the little mummified remains of a larvae that didn't make it through a fungal disease. We've got some wax cappings, the kind of pale that you can see. We've got some bees' legs there, and other bits of detritus. It's anything that falls out of the hive. One of the problems with doing a Varroa inspection using a board like this is that other insects can get in and can kind of munch away, so it's not always considered to be the most accurate test, but as a crude indicator, it gives you a darn good idea whether you've got a problem or not. So we'll just go through. Nothing on a square like that. Nothing there. We've already done one of these and found that board clean. We may well find this clean as well, which is very useful for these bees because it means they've got a low or non-existent Varroa count.
You said they were treated last winter.
They've been treated. You can do a treatment midwinter around Christmas time of a thing called oxalic acid, which sounds nasty, but it's what you get in rhubarb leaves.
Oh yeah.
So it's a mild sort of acid, and you put a sugar solution with this licensed product in, and because all the Varroa mites at that time of year are actually on the bees rather than in the larvae, you get the maximum knockdown. And then there are other products you can use throughout the year. The one thing you've got to be careful of is which products you use when there's a honey crop on, because if you use some of the products with the honey crop, you can taint the honey. So most of them you use late summer, early autumn, when the honey crops come off. And like any medication, the label is the law. What it says on the label, you follow kind of fairly closely. And again, these have been in for just under a week. I think it's 5 or 6 days, and there's nothing there in terms of Varroa. So doesn't kind of show you what Varroa look like, but it does kind of, it is quite good for these colonies that they don't have that as an issue. Good. Terrific. That's a good start. And yeah, you repeat that 3 times a year or something like that, 3 or 4 times a year. And if you see any Varroa or any sort of signs of things like deformed wing virus on the hives, that's when that might trigger you to do a check.
Okay.
Okie dokie.